For more reaction, I'm joined by our NFL reporter Dave Naylor from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Dave, what did you think of the offensive game plan that allowed the Bills to put up 31 on one of the NFL's best defenses?
Well, Jay, it was clear really from the Bills' very first possession that they were committed to the run, primarily with James Cook against the Denver defense. And look, Denver's defense is great at stopping the run, and they are elite at rushing the passer. But the Bills were betting that their offensive line could win the battle at the line of scrimmage, and that really did take advantage of that aggressiveness that Denver shows up front. James Cook rushes for over 100 yards, becomes the first Bills back to rush for over 100 yards in a playoff game since Thurman Thomas in 1995. And it was one of those games where it was kind of like a boxing match where, the Bills are jabbing with the run and the quick passes, and then they get into the second half, things opening up, and Josh Allen comes with the haymakers, throwing the deep shots as they open this one up, scored 31 unanswered points. Now, one of the things this demonstrated was the Bills' versatility and their unpredictability on offense. I mean, here you have Josh Allen, an MVP caliber quarterback, and they come out and they run the ball more than they pass it. I mean, you look at Curtis Samuel, was the Bills' leading receiver today. Curtis Samuel was not the Bills' leading receiver in any game the entire season. You had the tight ends who weren't a big part of the offense down the stretch. They had 6 catches for 85 yards. So all of that versatility. Ty Johnson, third down running back, makes a spectacular diving catch in the end zone. So the Bills were difficult to anticipate, difficult to predict, and that was a big part of the success they had, a second half team as they've shown they've been all season. And now we're going to get to see the Ravens and the Bills, the rematch from September. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen on the same field. As Sean McDermott, the Bills head coach, said after the game, this is what everybody's been waiting for.
Yeah, speaking of that Ravens-Bills matchup, Buffalo surrendered 35 points to Baltimore in a loss in September. What was the key for Buffalo on defense against Denver, Dave? And do you expect a better performance on that side of the ball against the Ravens?
Well, I mean, it was no secret what the Bills' real vulnerability on defense had been, and that had been third down defense. I mean, they were 29th during the regular season on third down defense, surrendering a first down almost 44% of the time. And it was kind of a frightening start for the Bills on defense because Denver faced a 3rd and long on their very first possession. They completed a pass, and a moment later, there's the deep pass to Troy Franklin, and the Denver Broncos are up 7-0. Now, the defense regrouped, and they were elite on third down from that point on. Denver was just 1 for 8 the rest of the way, and after that touchdown they were 2 punts and a missed field goal. Then in the second half it was 2 punts and 2 turnovers on down as the Bills really controlled the time of possession and limited the opportunities for Denver to get back into this game. And in terms of their defense matching up against the Ravens next week, the team that put up 35 on them, and that's literally the only regular season game in the last 3 years the Bills have lost by more than 1 score. In that game they were missing linebackers Matt Milano and Terrell Bernard and slot corner Taron Johnson. Those 3 players just happened to lead the Bills in tackles against the Denver Broncos on Sunday. So certainly a big plus having the second level of their defense healthy and ready to go against the Ravens when they visit here next week at Highmark Stadium.
Dave Naylor, appreciate you. He's our NFL reporter.